We here?
Raff? Is that you?
That's me.
Is this real?
This is real life. This is real life.
What?
Yes, sir.
I'm pinching you.
He's pinching me live on TV. It's live from Napoli.
It's Raff and Raff.
Ciao, belly.
What's up, guys?
Man, we are here. But first of all, fellas and bellas all over the world, welcome to a special installment of Live at Napoli. We made it here, guys. We are here. Saturday, big game, biggest home game probably, and
It's the biggest, probably the biggest game in the last 10 years. Right? In the last 10 years, I think it's the biggest game.
probably because that's what even the ticket guy said. Like he was like, "This is the biggest home game."
Yeah, there was like,
But we got him.
Yeah,
Somehow, some way, we got him.
figured it out.
You know, like good Americans, paid 3 times the price. You know, but we got him.
we are in Napoli.
Right.
We're sitting out in Napoli on a balcony.
On a balcony
At our Airbnb, and it's quiet time now, so we gotta keep it down.
Yeah, we can't be too loud.
I'm like,
9 p.m.
I'm in shock that we're here. We even have Quintin. Quintin is here, producing.
Yeah, he's like our
kind of
manning.
He's kind of manning the chat.
Manning the chat. He's like our moderator right now.
Sort of.
You know. Yeah, like if we get too loud, he'll start barking. You know, he'll start barking. Blah, blah, blah.
But anyway, here we are. We're here in Bella Napoli, at home.
Where specifically are you guys? I can't tell you that because it's top secret location.
What specifically is your name?
Yeah.
It's not Ghost Mud, is it? It's been a while, guys. We haven't done a live rant.
Like good almost a year.
Probably more than a year.
More than a year now?
I think so.
Quintin, how long has it been?
About a year?
No, it's just a lot of that shit. Speaking of flying, we got some cool clips from when we landed. We're gonna send out a pretty cool video on Instagram.
Yes.
About our trip. A lot of fun. We flew into Rome, took Frecciarossa down, right into Napoli Centrale. It was wonderful. The city's looking great. It was hectic and lovely as always.
It was so much fun. Just being back in the fresh air. Even in Rome, when we went outside, we walked outside of the airport to go into the train station at Fiumicino. Just the air about this place is it's soul changing. So we feeling that today. You know, day one of our travels, and we figured, you know what? We're messing with all this stuff, testing things. We have a lot of surprises coming up for you guys in this trip. This is going to be a good one.
We're working. This is a work trip, too.
Big news.
This is a work trip, not just fun.
But the reason why we are live right now is because we're like, you know what? What are we doing? We're sitting here. We might as well decorate the place and go live.
Yeah, look at this. We got the bottles in the back. We were playing Skola on the train.
Oh, yeah. That was the best.
Yeah.
One of my dreams.
Quintin, who won that game? It was still tied, right?
We were tied.
It's still tied. 10-10?
And it's still tied. 10-10.
10-10. So we gotta do like a rubber match or something.
Well, I'm ready to start. Whenever we're done here, we're gonna figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
How's the audio, guys? Let us know.
Let us know how the audio is.
We're testing new mics.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to you know how we keep it classy here on the rant.
Yeah.
So let us know how we're doing.
Real classy. I didn't even get my hair done, beard, nothing. I'm trying to get a cut here, guys. I didn't want to leave done up. I want to go get a haircut at a barbershop here. I have one in mind, but I'll leave that as a surprise to you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a dream come true, man. Like a dream come true to be able, first of all, for me and you to be able to sit here together.
Live in Napoli.
No. I'm saying even if it wasn't in Napoli is what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
Like just the point of you and I usually do a show, like even when we do meets, right? And like like we see each other and then you go back to Queens, I go back upstate, and then it's a whole production online. I got to meet with him online. To sit next to you and do a rant
already is a big deal.
is a big deal to me
Big deal
already. Already.
Ready.
To do it in the first night that we're in Napoli, outside on a balcony, it's like
how organic.
Top of the top for us.
It's like a Bell Organic San Marzano.
I know.
You know? Speaking of San Marzano, my God. I mean, dude, we come out of Napoli Centrale, and the first thing you smell is food and coffee everywhere. It was amazing. It was like the instant hunger.
Instant hunger. Despite,
Piazza Food and Coffee, right? According to Quintin, right?
Even in Roma, we went to Cafe Vergogna, right?
Yeah, for Vergogna.
Right at Fiumicino.
Vignano.
Yeah,
it wasn't
Cafe Vergogna.
But it was because it was in Rome.
It was in Roma, that's right.
So that's Vergogna. That our first espresso in Italy.
Yo, man, we couldn't help it.
Listen, no, it was good. It was good because we needed it. Number one.
Yeah. It was a good flight, though.
It was a good flight.
Yeah.
We landed. Excellent job.
I had the last seat in the plane all the way in the back, and the guy didn't show up next to me.
Oh.
Antonio, man, we miss you, dude. We miss you. It was supposed to be you too, but we're here. Thank you, though, because of you, I was able to put my legs out like
your
this
demise
instead of be crunched up like this. So.
Oh boy, but yeah, like little turbulence. The food though, guys,
awful.
I had you'll see.
We'll have to.
You know what pissed me off the most?
What?
It wasn't even like the plain food, because I kind of already know. Like,
what you're getting.
Plain food. You know you're getting into. The best part they left out, and it was the little roll of bread.
There was no bread.
There was no bread.
What are they going? Are they carb conscious now?
They had crackers, but they didn't have bread. The best part of the airplane meal, the little roll of bread you get with the cheese.
Okay.
Wasn't
okay,
there.
but okay. Do you get bread? Okay, we're asking Quintin because he works with Delta. Do you get bread with chicken? Okay, sorry. So yeah, you get bread with chicken.
Yeah, bread with chicken. I think
heads up would have been nice. Anyway, scratch that. We'll erase that from the audio. We're live. We're live. Anyway,
it's 4 people here. We're good.
Yes, no bread.
Yes, no.
You have to. I mean, it makes sense to not get bread with the pasta because of the carbs, but
what about a scarpetta?
Yeah, but I mean, they have to uphold some sort of level of integrity, right?
Yeah.
Scarpetta is not really big here, is it?
Yeah, we're flying to Italy.
Yeah, but they're trying to prepare us for the Italian cuisine by giving us mushy
bruschetta sauce.
Bruschetta sauce. It was a freaking can of Rios, bro.
Just kidding. Yo, guys, Napoli Inter.
All right.
Napoli Inter.
We're here for that.
Yeah. And let me tell you, the vibe around the city has been pretty. I mean, clearly they want this team to win.
Yeah, it's important. It's important.
But I think overall people are. I don't want to say that they're pessimistic about it.
No, they're concerned.
They're concerned. Like they
like, oh, mamma mia.
They gotta win. They gotta win.
You know.
No, but I think the best comment we got today was from our boy, our best friend Gennaro,
who we met today.
That we met today. He's our best friend, and we were talking to him, and he was saying, I thought something interesting, like that Napoli needs to, like, we're a little low, we're down right now.
We're down.
Maybe mentally, whatever it is, we're down right now.
He literally said Cazzima. The Cazzima was low.
Yeah, the Cazzima was low. And maybe a game like this can help them regain their confidence, springboard from this, and take it into the rest of the season. I think he had a good point, our homeboy Gennaro.
Yeah, he did. And I mean, listen, even if we lose this game, technically we're still not out of it. We have 12 games left.
Right.
With only if we were to lose
Right.
back 4. You know what I mean?
Right,
So it's not impossible.
I covered my face, bro.
Oh.
I look good today. Maybe you didn't get your beard cut, but I did. I'm sure the world.
Normally my hand disappears.
Yeah, it goes into.
No, so the point I'm trying to make is it's not over even if we lose this game against Inter, but we might as well kiss it goodbye because the momentum is just as important,
Yeah.
I said it to you on the show, I think, last time we had a show. I said, I want to get to Napoli Inter if Napoli are going to be behind Inter, I want them behind by no less than 2 points. Right?
Right.
If it's a 2-point deficit Inter on top of us, I'm still comfortable because destiny's in our own hands. It just so happens that we're only a point behind them now.
Right.
Can springboard to back to 2 up. But we had so many opportunities, and obviously we lost to Como 2-1. But we had so many opportunities to take a few more points, give us a little more comfort for this game against Inter.
Right.
And we,
now even with like this depleted lineup, I mean, you know what? I mean, I guess I'm selfish, but Anguissa being hurt, I really wanted to see. I really wanted to see Anguissa play. I mean, he's been one of my favorite players, like since he got on this team. Yeah. We've loved him on the Rant, and like Neres, okay, I definitely wanted to see play, but I'm way more heartbroken not seeing Anguissa.
That was
not just for the team, but even for me as a fan. I really wanted to watch this guy play. I was lucky
enough to see him play.
Damn, not me. Last time I came to, I saw Quagliarella, fine, yeah, but I would have loved to see this guy in this era right now.
And something, it does suck, and it's a blow to the squad too. Even though Philip Billing, I think, really held up to his standard when he started for Anguissa against Como. Because Anguissa is on a yellow.
Right.
So you go from having Anguissa on a yellow, so you put him in and play him a few minutes, and then he gets hurt, and you didn't even need to put him in. You know what I mean? Not that I'm not saying, maybe he was carrying this injury and it was kind of lingering, or maybe he got injured in training.
Dude, I said it on. I think it was in the chat. I wish I would have said it on the Rant. I was like,
you said it, man.
Right. Anguissa was next. I was like, Anguissa's next. The way he looked on the field, I didn't like it. I knew he had to come out. That was on the Rant. That was on the Rant. Quintin confirms it.
It was on the Rant.
Fact check. Fact check myself. Fact check my own fact.
Sometimes we get it right. I mean, it's the way it is.
I just didn't like the way he looked on the field. Those last 2 games, like he just, it just looked odd to me that he looked so depleted. I was like, why is this guy jogging across? Like he's just across the field.
They all look tired.
Right, but I mean, for him to...
They really do.
But out of all of them, I think he looked the most tired.
Yeah.
He looked the most tired.
Well, so no Anguissa, no Neres. Inter is coming.
Yeah.
They're
ahead. They have all the momentum right now, I feel like. You think?
Yes.
Because Napoli's on the low. They got to bounce back. Remember that.
I know.
At least Inter has a little of that.
I know.
Yeah, we can jump them, but they're still up. They're coming to our house up now.
Yeah, but how up? How up? They couldn't
still
be
up though.
Wait a minute, but they couldn't be you. Yeah, they're up in a sense of they overtook Napoli, but Napoli, that was not in their hands. You know what I mean? Napoli dropped it more than Inter gaining. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
But does that make sense? When you look at Napoli, 7 games in a row undefeated, and then 10 straight without a loss, but the fact that it was 7 in a row and then 3 draws followed by a loss goes from 10 games unbeaten to 4 games winless, just like that, in the span of a Diao goal, boom. Our season goes from unbeaten in this much to winless.
Yeah.
So Quintin and I were talking earlier, and it's like, if you throw the loss in the middle somewhere, or a couple of the draws spattered them out. Joe Fischetti was saying the same thing on his show. He said it feels like we're on this downward, but when you go back and look at the season overall later on, you see this little rough patch, but one loss in the middle of 10 unbeaten, and then whatever we do from now,
True.
So it's like Bitcoin. You can look at like
Bitcoin this year.
It's a gamble.
Like what Phil was saying, we would have settled out of court for those points that we got in that hard stretch.
Right.
We're not paying attention to that anymore.
Right. Now we're too focused on these draws, where one of them was Roma that could have been a win, and it was only seconds until the final whistle. Another one was Lazio, where we went down, had the lead, and then went down late again. And then the Udinese one was just we scored, we gave up, and then that was it. We just that happens. The Udinese is tough too. You know what I mean? Let's be real. But now it's like you go to Como and you're supposed to beat them. And I know they're good. They're a good, scrappy team. They're young. They had a great Mercato in January. We can always talk about ours too. Yeah. And people have a gripe, but they also need to chill a little too. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
But Como had a good Mercato, and that team is playing, bro. Like, they should have beat Juve. They did beat Fiorentina. You asked me last week how I felt about Como, and I said, well, they beat Fiorentina, so well, let's see. That Nico Paz and Diao together, bro, they're real. Granted, Rachmani effed us in the 6th minute.
Right, I was just about to ask you. Do you think any of this is more Napoli's mental state of mind that like it's taken it's got to taken a hit recently?
Yeah, I mean, possibly,
definitely,
possibly.
It's got to be. They got to be in their head again.
Your entire left side is out. Your entire left side is out of commission.
That's true.
Forces you to make the changes that you have to make. Which, okay, Conte has worked 3-5-2 in his career. He's a master of it, but he didn't really do it a lot with Napoli. He started off because of injuries having to do it, and then he went back to that 4-3-3 that almost everybody on this team is recognizes and is comfortable with. Right now, you have to go back to a 3-5-2, not because you feel like it's the right time or you've been training with these guys, but because of injuries. And really, that lineup helps one guy, Raspadori. Nobody else.
3 goals, 2 games.
Honestly, 3 goals. Well, 3 goals because the second goal against Lazio was an autorete, but he facilitated that. Yeah. He's the only person that it worked for, and Antonio says sorry. He says, I think the team is worked harder than they ever have in training. True, but Fuochi at TV?
Yeah, it's fireworks, I hope.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's fireworks.
Yeah. So,
or an AK-47,
I don't know. It's not that. So, you have a team that you have a okay, Quintin. The Armani on goal is Conte getting back to ADL for the January Mercato.
That's good. That's some good burn right there.
I must score on my own team.
You still score more goals than me?
Yeah, we did.
Signora.
Rachmani almost had 2 goals on the same side. In the same half, in 2 halves. I didn't believe that. That's crazy.
I love it.
But
I love the organic sound of Napoli.
Sounds in the background.
I'm glad it
bother
happened.
Me at all.
We were hoping that we were going to hear like a dog or like a siren. Fireworks. Who would have thought? What a great.
Yeah.
We planned that actually.
Love it.
That was Gennaro.
Gennaro, yeah. Quintin hit the button and Gennaro signaled Gennaro.
We got the best of fireworks in Napoli. And then come get a pizza. Everybody got the best pizza here in Napoli. According to everybody.
Everybody got the best pizza.
This is the best pizza. It's better than everybody. But listen, Napoli got to come mentally tough on that field, Rafa, Saturday, or they're going to get They're gonna get whipped
Okay.
in their own house.
But what I was trying to say is this, okay? Because now you have the left side back, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm very, very, very worried that Conte's still going to play a 3-5-2. I think it's best to go back to the 4-3-3, right?
Mhm.
And I know Oliveira's back from injury, but you should not start him minute one. I would start Spinazzola on the left back
Mhm.
in a 4-3-3, and then Raspadori on the left wing. I mean, he's good as a secondo punta. He's good as
Well,
a,
he can always kind of
and
run
but
into
his
them.
left is a stronger side. The reason why Raspadori was never playing on the left is because he had Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah.
And he Raspadori was always coming in on the right or subbing out for him, right?
Right.
So now Raspadori can score goals from that left side. You have Spinazzola coming down, and then if you need to change things up, you can move Spinazzola up, take Raspadori out, and then put Oliveira in, give him some minutes. You can also try to put Oliveira in at a center back position if Buongiorno needs to come out.
Mm.
You also have Di Lorenzo, who's the only other guy that 3-5-2 usually works with because he does it in the national team, but it just wasn't working. So I think Conte has to go back to what was working before now that his lineup is back, right? Like
Right.
we're healthy.
Yeah.
Healthier.
Healthier.
We lost in that aspect.
Right.
Thank God again. Thank God for Billing. Billing had a strong 60 minutes against Como. He did, because not for nothing. After that Armani own goal against Como, Napoli were good in the first half. They were really good. They scored a good goal. They capitalized on a mistake by Como, and we could have scored a few more. We had a lot more chances, and we just died in the end. And we need to finish games out. We have to finish games out.
Is that why Tony didn't come to Napoli with us?
I think so.
Is that why, Tony?
I think so. Tony
Oh, you just outed yourself, Tony. That's why you didn't come, because you were going to Aruba and you knew it. You didn't tell us. Tony went to Aruba. So
I feel like he might have said that when we were all talking about it.
Will you?
I
Maybe
think he did. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think he did.
I mean, Aruba's nice, not for nothing. That'd be nice. If I'm not going to be in Napoli, I'd like to be in Aruba right now.
I've never been to Aruba.
No?
So maybe I have to go to Aruba.
All right. Well, we can watch a game from Aruba. We'll stream on the beach.
Yeah.
They got the best pizza.
I need Aruba's best pizza.
Aruba's best pizza. Yeah, best Napoletan pizza. There's probably like two guys there, and they're like, no, don't go to that guy. He's not that good.
We saw frozen
I'm the best one.
margherita from Italy. And I think it was a Deco product. It might have been, right? I guarantee you that frozen margherita is better than anything.
We should bring some. We should bring like a bunch to the
bring a few, right?
Start slinging them out.
Send it in the thing with dry ice.
That's it.
Like 6, 7 of them.
6, 7 of them. Yeah, 10.
Whatever
can fit in a suitcase.
By 12.
How many things can get in there?
4 and 4.
70 pounds. How many pounds? 70 pounds of frozen box pizza.
Quintin knows.
Yeah,
so Inter is going to be a tough one, man, because you're right. They're on a little bit of a high. Yes. Forzali, sempre.
Forzali. Let's go. We made it.
We made it. Here we are. Inter. They are coming.
They're coming.
They're coming, and you're right. They have a little bit of an edge because
they're gonna want to come there to kick our ass.
They did. They won their game, and we couldn't win our game. But again, our destiny was in our hands. If we win that game, we're still ahead of Inter, right? So they backstepped into first place. I see it more of a Napoli lost it than Inter got it. Right now, this is the game where if Inter beat Napoli, they deserve to take it. But if Napoli beat Inter, then they have to.
Mm-hmm.
If Napoli beat Inter, then at least a draw.
At least a draw tomorrow?
At least, not tomorrow.
No. Saturday.
There we are. Well, we froze, huh?
Yeah. Well, that probably tells us that we should probably cut out soon before because I think even the internet in Napoli stops working after a certain time. Right?
we were.
We got so lucky, guys. Thanks for everybody who came out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
Is
on.
it Napoli time
It's
goodbye
86.
time?
Let me-
Hold on.
It
You got a hi 86. You got closing music for us?
No,
What happened?
I don't know what the mics. I don't know what's gonna. I just like let's just you know
All right.
let's just like
I have a question.
Yeah.
question.
Question.
If they continue deep in the Champions League,
Yeah.
is that going to have them back off in the league? In Serie A?
Yes. Thank you, Quintin. Why don't you guys here? Let's
could
Neapolitan goodbye them.
All right.
Let's give them another 10 minutes. Give us questions. We want to answer questions. Don't just give us comments. Come up with cool questions. Let us answer it. Quintin says, if Inter keep going in the Champions League, will they concentrate on that more? The answer is yes, they will. I was very happy that Inter beat Lazio in the Coppa Italia because they have 2 more games against Milan. And even though it's Coppa Italia, and if you really think about like the grand scheme of things, what do Inter want to win? They've won Coppa Italia, they've won Scudetti recently. They want the Champions League, right? But they have to play 2 games against Milan. The fact that the semifinals against Milan makes it an even bigger deal because you're sandwiching 2 big games against Milan that you never mind the Coppa Italia trophy. You don't want to lose to your rival in the semifinal. You don't. So you're going to go get that. But then you also have Champions League. So them winning, them getting to at least the semifinal of the Champions League would make me happy. I don't care after that because that puts them at a game every 3 days until the second to last game of the season. So as long as it's like and give me Barcelona too. I want it to be Barcelona Inter, and then Barcelona can win the whole fucking thing. I really don't care.
I bet them. So I hope that happens.
Because again, Inter will play. Listen. I know what they're saying about Napoli, and I know Inter is a strong team. You could put 2 teams on the field, but when you're playing every other day, you're going to drop points where you don't really feel you need like, do or die in the Champions League. You could afford to drop a point here and there because Napoli's so close, but that's going to change the approach, man. And they have a lot of important games left still. So it's a factor. It is a factor. Napoli need a win. Napoli need to either win or draw against Inter and then win the next game. I think it's against Fiorentina. They need positive results.
Which could be tough.
But if they do, wow, Fiorentina's on another little slide though.
Yeah, are they?
But once Napoli gets the positive results, they have one game every week to build on it instead of have to worry about another game midweek right now. And the way the team is built, we can compete like that. Like if we were in Europe this year, we'd be dead in the group stage of Europe. That's my opinion. Because if we're going into a European team, into a European competition with the depth we came in with, we'd be dead in the water, man. We'd be out with 2 games left. You know what I'm saying? Because Conte's a guy who needs Napoli up in Champions League. So that's my take is that like this season we're equipped to win this thing, man. We are.
Yeah, we just got to keep our heads straight on.
And a positive result is what we need, even if it's a draw. I want to win more than I want to draw against Inter. Number 1, because we climbed them in the standings. Number 2, for our morale, but also number 3 for momentum. Even though a draw is a positive result against Inter, that would mean we're winless in 5. Now Napoli can be like, oh, we haven't won a game since Juve going into the Fiorentina game. Now our heads are, we have to win.
Right.
We have to. It's not that it's over if we tie.
No, we got to get it done.
But we have to win.
Flew all the way here. I better fucking see a W. Better see a W.
I got Ali saying we can't wait to see everything. Oh
yeah, they're talking about the game. Yeah, no, they definitely are.
Oh yeah, you missed it. We talked about it earlier. We met a guy Gennaro who's like concerned. He's not worried. He's not pessimistic, but he's concerned.
Yeah.
Because we have hit a little bit of a skid at the worst time, you know.
So we'll see. But he wants them to rebound again, and he's hoping that they're not going to just keep sliding down. I think that's everybody's concern. It's like, are they going to jump back up and that's what ultimately people want to see. And if that happens, maybe they'll calm down. Maybe they'll forgive him a little bit. Maybe we can still, make a good run for it. But slipping now at this point,
And
for
the
the rest
injuries,
of
man.
and I know, but yeah, it is what it is. So we'll see. I still don't think the injury, despite the injuries, dropping points at those critical times, though, that was like a bit of a, because we had games like that all season, and we prevailed. This time we didn't.
Yeah.
This time we didn't.
Yeah.
We've been grinding out 1-0 games all season. This time we couldn't hold. So.
And they've said it. There have been people out there that have said, "Oh, you can't sustain on this." We've seen it happen. There are teams that can sustain on this, but the depth that we have is stopping us from being able to sustain. So that's my opinion. Like losing key important. Like,
It's true.
Trust me. Everybody talks about Kvara and not replacing him. I'm telling you right now, if Nettis didn't get hurt, we probably wouldn't be in this position right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If Nettis doesn't get hurt, we don't change the formation. Right? And he's on the pitch. Right? So no one's talking about Kvara left and we didn't replace him.
Right.
If Nettis is on the pitch and doing this thing. You see what I'm saying?
It's true.
Like you gotta really look at it in every which way you can. I see Rocco.
Yeah, I give him props. Cool. Yeah, I give him some props there.
Antonio, are you going to the mural? Yes, we're gonna go to
tomorrow.
Quarto tomorrow. Yeah, visit Zia Luisa. I still have to text her. Yeah. I'll text her in the morning. And then there's 3 murals there: Maradona, Hamsik, and now Zielinski. So we're gonna go see that. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, what time is it? Quarter to skin.
Quarter to skin. Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Skin.
Quarter to skin.
Quarter skin.
Quarter skin. Yeah. I think we're at that mark, Raff.
I think we're at that mark, man.
We're at the mark. It's great. Lovely to see everybody in here.
Yes.
Look for some content online. All right.
And
if you're watching on the replay right now, thanks for coming in. Be sure to check us out.
And if you're listening, on our podcast and the audio, I guess we'll see how we sound.
See how we sound soon, right? Yeah.
With our new setup here.
New setup here. To go.
The plan is why don't we we're going to do another show after the game from here, but I don't know if that's going to be a live.
Who knows?
And I definitely for the audio. So you audio listeners will definitely have it, but for the live or YouTube, who knows? We'll see.
We'll see what happens. We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted.
We'll keep you posted, but keep it here because we're gonna have more content. Check our social medias: Instagram, X, probably Facebook too. It's all going to the Facebook also. Check it out, and we have a real big surprise coming up, probably tomorrow. Really look out for that. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's happening.
All right, bellissimi. Until then, what's Napoli sempre, guys?
Ciao,
From
ciao,
Napoli.
ciao.
Ciao.
Napoli, wayo.